Okay. I don't know what to watch. Phone's going off. My phone is going off. Let's watch some um what should I watch? Let's watch some Reddit, Smosh Reddit. A couple more Smosh Reddits. I don't want to watch all of them.
Welcome back to Reddit Stories. I'm Shane, and
We know who you are, Shane. Weird stories. Weird Reddit stories.
welcome back to Reddit Stories. I'm Shane, and today we've got a bunch of classic Am I the Asshole posts.
Okay.
It's going to be a good time, so buckle up. I've got my friends Amanda and Damien here.
Big
Buckled.
Okay. Okay.
I watch all of these. I love what you guys do here.
What? Dude's acting like he's never been on this show before.
Oh, God.
Glad to finally have you
I
here.
appreciate it. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
cool.
thanks for being here.
Hey, thank you, Amanda.
You're so welcome. Now let's get into our top story.
Assholes, what do they do? Out or in? A new study.
And where is mine?
God.
We're starting here.
Great.
Let's just hop into this first one.
Okay.
Okay. Am I the asshole for eating too many cucumbers? Right off the bat, no.
What? What is this? I've seen this one before, so we're gonna look at a different one. Different chapter. I stole my. Let's do this one. The dolls.
Next story. Am I the asshole for throwing out my girlfriend's dolls?
Ooh.
By the way, if you're unfamiliar with the stories, with this series, I react to Smosh reacting to random stories. Random Reddit stories.
Typically, I would say on this show, anytime you're throwing something out or deleting something of someone's without their permission,
Consent.
typically you're the asshole.
Yeah.
Dolls.
Last time I was here, it was deleting
Dolls.
the Animal Crossing island. And
Are
now
they
it's
are they
dolls.
are they Annabelle-looking dolls like from The Conjuring? Are they possessed with the demon from The Conjuring?
I don't want to have anything fun anymore.
This is a 24-year-old guy with a girlfriend who's 23. My 23-year-old girlfriend and I have been together long distance for 3 years. We just moved in together. I moved across the country for her after finishing college. I always knew my girlfriend liked creepy shit.
Okay. Judgment number.
I forgot to note this video this video does have bad words in it, so YouTube, there's my warning.
Like
one.
cucumbers. I always knew my girlfriend liked creepy shit, like haunted houses and scary movies, but I didn't realize she liked to collect creepy shit. I had seen her apartment over video calls, but there was one thing she had neglected to show me: a f***ing shelf of creepy ass dolls. When I was walking through the apartment for the first time, I noticed it in the corner of the living room, and holy shit. I asked her, and she said that she likes thrifting for old, abandoned dolls, cleaning them, getting them new clothes, doing their hair, then throwing them on this shelf. Then she started introducing me to them. They all had names, and there were a couple really rough ones that she said she had since she was a kid, or were her mom's, or some were her grandma's. The other 4 were thrifted. She
By the way, subscribe if you want me to play Persona 5
said the ones she thrifts and gets into good enough shape she gives to disadvantaged
or a different game of like fighting games or stuff or like sports games like MLB or NBA.
kids
Subscribe.
at the daycare she works at. She only keeps the ugly ones. I thought I'd be okay with it, but every morning I just dreaded looking at them. They made me so uncomfortable. I tried buying her Squishmallows, thinking maybe she could collect something normal instead. She loved them, but she still is all about the dolls. I then suggested she give them to her kids at daycare or display them at daycare instead, but she was worried they'd be damaged or taken home by kids by accident. I think she realized I didn't like them, so she asked if I wanted her to move them into the closet. I said yes and thought that would be it. Well, one of my friends flew out to visit, and when we were hanging out, he dropped a bowl of popcorn. I asked him to grab the vacuum out of the closet, and he almost shit his pants. The doll's head.
Okay, let's talk about what just happened there. I think the first thing you should have asked your friend when they came to visit you is when you open the closet, just be prepared mentally and physically. Do not break the dolls; they are my girlfriends. And also, I'm being really clay because there's another person in the room. I just want to say, why are you like? You seriously should have been like, um, oh, these are my girlfriend's dolls. Do not touch them. So we put them in the closet instead of not saying anything about the dolls in the first place. I'm just saying, like, why is that not like the first thing you asked your buddy when he came? Now back to the video.
Heads all poked out of the box, and their creepy little eyes stared into his soul. Horror movie shit. I was so embarrassed, and my girlfriend was apologetic, but had a bit of a laugh. Honestly, that was the last straw. Those fucking things wouldn't leave me the fuck alone. The next day, which is today, is garbage day. So I took the box out and tossed it while my girlfriend was away. It's gone. My girlfriend came home and I started sweating. I told my friend we were leaving to get dinner. She's been calling and texting, but I want to give her time to cool off. My friend is saying I'm a bit of a jerk, but I genuinely feel that I had to do it.
Dude, to me, this man does not want to understand his girlfriend.
No.
She clearly, whatever, man. She wants to. These dolls mean something to her, just like the cucumber lady. It's like, why don't you understand your girlfriend? Why don't you understand why she wants the dolls rather than being like, nope, gotta get rid.
Okay, here's my reaction. If I was this man, if I was his girlfriend, I would be like, oh, what did you do with my dolls? If he says I threw him out, I would straight up kick him out of the house and tell him that he's not coming here ever again. If I was the man in this situation, I gotta be more manly. I can't be afraid of some stupid dolls. I mean, I get it. They look like Annabelle. But you don't throw away someone's property. That's just bad. That's not being the jerk. That's just mean. Mean. I didn't say me. Mean. And now back to the video.
Rid of them. I'm justified because I'm uncomfortable. It's like, dude, yeah, dolls. Okay, did I sleep with 15 Barbie dolls on a thing that were like perfectly set? Yes, I did. Was that a little creepy?
What?
Maybe. Whatever, man.
Did they move around every night without me doing that?
Did they go
Yes.
wake up and then?
Yeah. Did they whisper secrets? No.
Yes.
The good news is I've seen enough horror movies to know that those things are coming back, so she's fine. The point is the act. Because it's trashy.
They're
It's
going
like,
like,
It's like, oh, they're coming back. Hello, Mark. Hello, Mike. What the heck?
you threw us away in the trash.
This is our revenge. And then like they like replace all his body parts with like toy parts, like they did like there was this episode of The Simpsons where the toys wanted to get revenge on Bart, so they for some reason they somehow took all of his organs out and replaced his body with his body parts with toy parts. It was creepy. I'm pretty sure that was a Treehouse of Terror episode.
you made a mistake. Don't worry. We don't know.
God.
Yeah, I mean, clearly, like, look, it's justified to be creeped out by dolls. That's a
Yes.
phobia for some people. But also, like, to just make the command decision to throw away anything of your partner's is nuts. It's also nuts to, like, he was like, we've been long distance for a long time, and I moved in, and I had no idea she liked dolls like this. It's like, what do you talk about?
Yeah. Well, clearly she
3
made.
years.
3 years.
Maybe she didn't Yeah, 3 years you never visited
But
her
he said
apartment?
he knew she loved creepy shit, scary movies, all this stuff, and then he's like, but she collects it. It's like, well, yeah, it's like,
Yeah, of course. If she, I don't know. I just feel like this guy wants her to be. You just never throw away someone's stuff without talking to them.
yeah.
She put them away in a closet for you, man.
Yeah. And like all you had, the fix there was like, let's get a different bin or a lid to put on it. But I
Yeah.
think it's not even a matter of him not understanding his girlfriend. He doesn't understand people because his whole thing was like, that's too creepy for me, a 24-year-old man. Could you give it to those
This man is 24 years old and he's afraid of dolls. I just need to say, what? How are you 24 years old and you're scared of dolls? You are 24 years old, for God's sakes.
preschoolers? Could you bring it into the preschool
I
class?
know. What
I bet the preschoolers would have nightmares if they saw what creepy dolls that girlfriend has.
the hell was he? What was that suggestion?
Also, I feel like a lot of these dudes are embarrassed by their friends or their mom.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, I get being early in a relationship, being kind of like embarrassed by your partner by doing stuff. I do understand that. But it's also like, okay, are you just gonna like throw it away so that you never have to see that side of them?
Yeah, it's this lie he's telling himself. I mean, this is what controlling people must tell themselves, that it's like, oh, but I can change her. Like
Yeah.
him trying to buy her squishmallows, and I'm like, it's completely polar opposite to her personality.
Yeah, they're not creepy.
And also how
If you wanted to match her personality, get her Furbies. Those are just as creepy as the dolls. Actually, I just realized the whole time I was talking to you guys, I didn't even have my webcam on. Let me just tell you, those Furbies are just as creepy as as those dolls that you see in her room. You should have bought her those instead of those freaking squishmallows, because those are the opposite of her, and those are not her. So. And now back to the video.
patronizing too. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna hide the medicine in a little piece of cheese.
That confused me a little bit.
For like, oh, I'm gonna make her get rid of the dolls, but isn't this better? It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so shitty.
Here's what I want to know. I just want to know from her. I want to know what the dolls like do for her, how they're
I
excited.
mean, look, I don't understand. I hate dolls. I also don't love like creepy stuff. I'm not like a collector. You're more in line with that.
I
yes,
love
and I
creepy
do
shit.
own 3 creepy dolls as
Yeah.
a
You
creepy
do?
stuff collector. 2 of them are in my car at the moment.
Wait, they ride with you?
Yeah, they're my ride or dies.
He
No.
leaves them at home, but they show up in his car.
Yeah, no, that part's not up to me.
Spacebar working. Why wasn't the spacebar working? I tried to pause it and it wasn't working. Damien owns 3 creepy dolls. That's something I never knew. Also, 2 of them are in his car. Dude, you need to go up to them and be like, not today, Satan. And then just yeet them out of your life.
It's not up to me whether they come to work or not with me, man.
Doll's gonna dull. No, I love doing estate sales and thrifting stuff. I never spend much. I just like to find little random treasures that are like cheap, and I'm like, oh, this is cool for me. And sometimes creepy stuff is a part of that. And so last time I did it, and I just haven't unloaded them yet. Like, I found like 2 like
Why did it look like Damien had like the Popeye symbol on his on his arm?
perfect like porcelain sort of jester dolls, and I love clown
Ooh.
stuff. And I'm like, that's kind of spooky. That's kind of cool. $5? Hell yeah!
You
like,
do love clowns. I remember
do.
this about you.
there's the clown doll in the attic story too, which I
Yes.
think I already told on this.
Let's just say Richie from the movie It does not connect.
You like that stuff.
I don't like clowns, but I love creepy shit. But dolls and mirrors, I do not fuck with.
Because I got a lot of mirrors.
Mirrors? Why mirrors? That's like the question I have.
mirrors too.
Oh, honey, no.
They're all like-
All the demons from the underworld come through the mirror.
Is that what's going on?
Everybody knows this.
Is that what that is?
Yes.
Okay.
And the dolls.
But then how else are
Hello?
you gonna get arcane secrets from the nether beyond?
I don't know.
But
I'll have to
I know
figure
a
it
lot
out.
of
Oh, I wanna know secrets from the underworld. Knock knock on my mirror. Hey Satan, what's some pretty cool secrets you have? Bruh, I got nothing today. Okay, now leave my mirror, please.
I know a lot of people who are
This was just a scenario for anyone wondering.
into creepy stuff, and it's just like they get an enjoyment out of it, and that's just who they are. And this guy is thinking he can just throw away the dolls, and it's like, but you can't throw away that part of her personality.
No.
Like that's who she is, and you have to accept that.
Also,
or-
was he out to dinner while he was writing this? He's like, she's calling
I know,
me
what the
right
hell is
now.
happening?
The friend's like,
I'm gonna give her some time to cool off. It's like, you're so condescending.
Yeah.
Dude, what the fuck?
Yeah.
A bunch of comments here. I think we know what the verdict is. You're the asshole. Not only did you throw away something that didn't belong to you, but items that held great sentimental value to your girlfriend. These aren't dolls.
I don't even need to say anything. Like, seriously. I don't even need to say anything. It speaks for itself. I'm gonna keep the webcam on for the rest of the video. Is that okay with all y'all? It is? Okay.
That she found down at the Walmart, they belong to her mom and grandma. This is unforgivable.
Yeah.
She already compromised by putting them in a closet since you didn't like them. You'd better hope that it wasn't garbage pickup day and get them back. I hope the dolls are possessed by evil spirits and haunt you. OP said, they're gone for good. I watched and waited for the garbage truck to
If I was this dude's girlfriend and I found out that he destroyed my dolls, I would just break up with him. That's what I would do.
go by. It just isn't normal to keep ugly dolls. She knows they're ugly, but she keeps them because they remind her of her mom. I think maybe she
If they remind her of her mom, then don't throw them away. What you doing, OP?
could just put a picture up or something instead now. But no one would ever take her seriously when she's got these weird ass dolls around.
You mean you won't take her seriously? Dude,
That comment's almost so intense that I'm like, is this real?
That's wild. to me.
Someone else said, you're the asshole. Granted, the dolls thing would creep me out too, but you don't throw away someone else's stuff. If you feel so uncomfortable about those dolls, move out and break up with that person. He responded saying, I don't want to break up, and even if she dumps me, I still feel like I did the right thing. I got rid of her only flaw. She'll have an easier time keeping her next boyfriend because he won't have to deal.
Just like in the last video about the chair, if you're aware of this, then why did you do it in the first place? Wait, no, it was a different. Wait, that was a different Reddit story that I did not react to because it had too much bad words in it that I don't think YouTube would have allowed it on my channel.
Deal with this.
oh no, this man is insane.
Yeah.
Somebody put this man into an asylum because he's an insane.
Yeah.
I got rid of her only flaw.
If this woman loves dolls, like creepy dolls, they also said that she liked creepy stuff like haunted houses, horror movies. By the way, Michael Myers is an unkillable beast. Even if you throw him into a shredder, which they did in the movie Halloween Ends, he'll still come back in the next reboot because he's a unkilling machine. But I just need to say, she loves. If you get rid of these dolls, what is your motivation there? I mean, you're trying to get rid of her only flaw. What other flaw? If she has other flaws, then what are they? Because as I am recording this, it's been like a couple days after this Reddit post. What was the point of all that? You got rid of her only flaw. I think you're just insane. Like, seriously, why would you do that?
Now she's perfect.
Now I can put her on the shelf and
Yes.
she can
The heck?
be my little doll.
That reminds me of this one episode of American Horror Stories.
He's creepier than the dolls.
He literally is the doll maker.
She's the doll maker.
Oh my god.
OMG! I just came up with a new show idea on this channel. You know, I got the characters and stuff. I still got to make a new episode on that. I'm just way behind.
Did we just come up with a horror movie?
Yes. Cut
Yes.
this whole thing. Cut this whole thing.
Cut it,
Trademark
cut it.
and
Pitch
trademark.
session begins
Done.
now.
Yeah. All right. So there's these dolls. He makes them.
Update.
Oh god.
Oh no.
I got
back.
Oh no. Oh no. There's an update.
I got many messages asking for an update, but I was banned from R Am I the Asshole, so here it is.
How are you
How did he get banned?
banned? How do you get banned?
How did he get banned?
I think that's your answer.
The mods are like, God, you are such an asshole.
You are so much of a jerk that we just need to ban you. Is what the I almost said Discord, is what the Reddit mod said.
I went home and my girlfriend asked me where her dolls were. She'd had a bad day and assumed that I had moved them somewhere after they spooked my friend, but she
Bruh. You should just get on your knees and tell her the truth. Because if she's having a bad day, you know she's about to get angry.
really wanted them because they're very comforting for her. I sat her down and told her the truth. To be honest, I expected to be yelled at. It would have almost been easier, but instead she just started sobbing. It reminded
What? Bro, you don't yell at your boyfriend for throwing away your personality. I would straight up kick him out of the house. I would just be like, you sleeping on the couch tonight.
me of when her grandma died. I think that's when it sunk in how bad I f***ed up.
Her too.
I slept on the couch with my friend, and today I swore to do everything I could to correct my massive up. Unfortunately, there's no way we could possibly get the originals back. They would have ended up compacted and heading to a massive landfill outside the city. So I texted my girlfriend what kind of dolls they were. Most of them she knew, but one of her grandma's dolls were handmade, so that one obviously I can't replace. I started scouring the internet looking for antique shops, thrift stores, pawn shops, etc. I ordered a couple online that were the same as the ones she had, and found one similar to one she had at one of the stores. I didn't realize how expensive dolls were. She hasn't broken up with me yet, but I'm now expecting it after what everyone has told me.
How has she not broken up with you yet? That's my one question.
I'm sleeping on the couch again tonight, and I'm looking to book a flight home.
Just leave. Just leave the house. If you keep sleeping on the couch, leave the gosh darn house.
Home. I'm planning on continuing to pay my half of rent for the year since she doesn't make much money and I'll be living with my parents. If she asks for money to try replacing
Live with your friend.
all the dolls, I'll pay it. It's the least I can do. Thank you everyone for your brutal honesty. Update number 2.
Oh god.
Bruh.
This is the girlfriend. I have killed him.
This is the doll.
What happened to my audio?
Update number 2.
Oh God.
This is
This
the girlfriend. I have killed him.
This is the doll, Maria.
We talked and she hadn't forgiven me, but wanted to make it work. I made the mistake of showing her this Reddit account and she ended up changing her mind. She broke up with me, but is letting me stay on the couch until I am able to get a transfer. It shouldn't take long since I've been with my job for a while and only transferred to this city recently, so I'll be flying back to my hometown early next week. She's going to be trying to find similar dolls, and we agreed that she'd send me the receipt and I'd send her the money to reimburse her. That's the end of it, I guess.
Let's hope it's not $50 like the other Reddit story I covered on this channel.
Wow, so she was still trying to make it work after all that
Dude.
shit, and he's like, by the way, here's all this.
Here's a Reddit account that I put this story on. How is she not broken up with you yet?
Reddit shit, and she's
Where he
like,
said, like,
"Get the
yeah, her
fuck
next
outta here."
boyfriend could deal with this
Dude,
shit.
she's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
She is amazing.
Yeah.
She was vulnerable enough to be like, this is what this means to me. And she still tried to like figure out how to make it work. God damn. I hope those dolls, they just all get in a car and they go, do you know where he lives? Yeah, I got his address.
One of those
Wait,
little
look, the wheel is this big.
One of those little red play
Pull
school
over.
cars just like tumbling.
And there's a big truck going like, they see a little car.
Did it. Sorry, that was stupid.
Feels very Toy Story.
Terrifying.
Like, you know why I pulled
Yeah, the toy. Oh my goodness, that feels so much like Toy Story. Because at the end of the in Toy Story 1, the Woody's trying to get on the moving truck, but they wouldn't let him because they think he murdered Buzz, which he didn't. The 8-Ball murdered Buzz. So it feels like Toy Story 1. It's where they're trying to get on the RC car.
you over, right?
why was
You
my
can't
caps
be
lock
driving
on?
like that.
Yeah, they're like, F you. Na, 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 na.
I think I'm so scared of dolls, but I think I would be more scared to throw them away because I'm a skeptic. You guys know this. Like, I'm not like an avid believer in ghosts or demons, but I also like to hedge my bets. And if
Yes.
I'm like, if there's a 1 in a trillion chance those dolls are haunted, I don't want to piss them.
And they love skeptics.
I know.
They
I'm
love
like,
f***ing with you.
I'm the guy who'd get murdered in a horror movie. So I'm like, I need
From
to
the
just,
shins up.
No.
I make sure I'm gonna be like nice to them.
No?
Just
He wouldn't be murdered first.
They'd make him watch.
They'd make him.
What is this, Terrifier? I bring that up because in the Terrifier movies, Art the Clown makes his victims watch his other victims get killed.
They'd make him watch.
They'd make him watch.
Exactly. And then he'd be alone and be like, no, no. And the dolls would go, I think he's in here. And then they walk up to him and he
Little
goes,
tippy toes.
I believe. And they go, good.
Slice. Oh,
Good. This entire Reddit story is messed up. Cause I mean, I get it. I have a friend who's obsessed with creepy stuff. Mostly Five Nights at Freddy's. He's a big in lore depth stuff. He's basically Scott Cawthon, but younger. And I know, I see you. I can see you through the webcam. Put my finger up to it.
but like nothing happens, and it looks like drip.
What?
and then I wake up and I'm like,
Wake
ah!
up, and you are a doll.
What the? What a crazy dream. You're a doll now. Sorry.
Like the fact that he's like, I'm just gonna transfer back. I like can't wait for the convo with his boss where she's gonna be like, "What'd you?" And he's like, "No." I was like,
Yeah, what is he?
Fucked up, huh?
What is he telling his parents?
I don't know.
"Botched it."
I also love that he's like, hey, can I show you this Reddit story where I tell our whole life story on here?
Yeah.
What was he thinking?
Where he talks about fixing her flaws.
Yeah.
and try and
fixing. I bet once she read the only flaw line, I bet she would have dumped him.
debate her.
The next
with
boyfriend will thank me.
Squishmallows.
No,
She's perfect.
this guy is dumb as hell.
Yeah.
Yes.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Time for the
Thank you guys. Thank you for watching. I do one Reddit story a video, and I'm gonna make this a series on YouTube. So, if you want to see more of this, like, subscribe, and if you want to see my animation throwdown playlist, it's gonna be over somewhere. If you want to subscribe, then press right there. Right there. I'm gonna put it right there. And if you want to watch my latest Reddit video, if you want to watch the Reddit playlist, then click right there. If you want to subscribe, click right there. If you want to watch the animation throwdown playlist, click over there. Click all the way over there. Click over here where the mouse is pointing. If you want to subscribe, go over here. If you want to watch my other Reddit video, go over here.
A little.
No, like regular cute, but regular.
But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'm the Lion Zone, signing off.